The campaign trail in the race for president stopping in South Carolina this week.
And the results from Saturday's primary are going to be critical for both Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio. The two politicians with Florida ties are seen by many analysts as needing to have a strong showing in South Carolina in order to remain competitive in the race.
For In Your Corner's Malcolm Johnson speaking with the chairman of a Miami-based super PAC who's ready to put his money where his mouth is and donate millions of dollars to the Rubio campaign. Malcolm.
This political action committee out of Miami has shown in the past it has no problem spending millions on candidates. In the last election cycle, it has spent $1.5 million. In this year, it's willing to spend the same amount, if not more, on Marco Rubio. The remaining Republican candidates took the stage in South Carolina over the weekend in their final debate before the state primary election. This Saturday's primary may be the most critical for the two candidates with Florida ties, Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio.
Ready for a long primary process. We're ready for it to end in a more traditional way. No one can predict this year.
In a year Rubio considers unpredictable, donors in Miami are willing to spend millions to help the senator's chances.
I can see this getting into the seven figures. We're getting in strong on this. We're already going to be advertising in South Carolina and in Nevada coming up very shortly.
Ron Furman, head of the Values Are Vital Super PAC, tells me by phone he's prepared to make the costly donation because he believes Rubio stands the best chance to win in the general election.
The other candidates are okay, but Marco's better. I'm most convinced he can win against the Democrats. And that's why I'm putting my money where my mouth is in supporting Marco Rubio.
But why would a Miami donor spend over $1 million in a state other than Florida? I asked Furman if it's because he felt the loser between Rubio and Bush would have to suspend their campaign.
It's not specifically related to that, but certainly I want that my help, the Values Are Vital PAC, to be able to lift him up and be the clear front runner.
So will his investment pay off? We should know Saturday night after the polls close in South Carolina. Malcolm Johnson, Fox 4, in your corner.